Slaves to the Senior Pickleball Report, powered by TNC Network. This episode is sponsored by Active Blend. Let's get it going. Today in our People of Pickleball episode, we are speaking with Rick Brennan, the man behind Pura Pickleball, a facility down in Costa Rica where you can get a clinic, go down and play, go for a retreat, you name it. Very cool place, really cool guy. But before we get to that, if you like this content, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out all the links in the description. Check out our link to our new sponsor, Active Blend, and also VAIR as well as our Pickleball Cruises. We have a newsletter. We also have tons of discounts. And check out our new website as well. All right, let's get to that conversation with Rick. All right, folks, from Pura Pickleball in Costa Rica, we have Rick Brennan. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Well, thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so obviously you are in a beautiful part of the world and you're playing the game we all love and you're doing amazing things down in Costa Rica. But before we can get into any of that, I start every show with asking the people how this addictive, goofy little pickleball game, this wiffle ball sport, kind of captured your heart. So give us the background on how you became involved in this game and how it's taken over your life.
Well, it's interesting, actually, because I'm from Canada. And I mean, we used to always come to Costa Rica. We never played pickleball. And I was in Canada. People were starting to play pickleball. And I absolutely resisted it. I said, I don't want to play that. What's that? I have no point to that. And then as life has it, I kind of moved to Costa Rica full time. And, I'm looking for things to do. And people are playing pickleball. So I went out and played at the local sort of community center and loved it. But, it is at your local community center. And it is what it is, and there's lines everywhere. It's like playing in a Picasso painting, I always say, And anyway, so the bottom line is some friends of ours, we said, we should see if we can develop our own place, a private place, so we can have, good quality courts and so on and so forth. And we struck out, I'm kind of that A-type personality, give me an ID and off I go. Yeah. And we went out, we found a place, and the rest is history. We built it, and now we've got 4 beautiful courts, a restaurant, bar, and a great community of people.
Wow. I mean, it's one thing to love the sport and get into it like everybody else. It's another thing to take on an adventure, a journey, let alone in your own country, but doing it in another country. So, what time period are we talking? Like, when did you start playing the game?
I started playing the game, I'm going to say 2 years ago.
Okay.
And a year ago, we opened this place. So I was a year sort of at the community center, right. And then spent 6 months reconstructing the pickleball centers that we have now.
Okay. And yep.
So I got to tell you, you're absolutely right. And I don't speak Spanish. Okay. And I got to tell you, I'm in a foreign country. I don't speak the language. The bureaucracy, the banking, you name it, there's nothing easy about it. And thank God I had a great landlord who helped me out. I found some other friends that helped me out. And without that, I could have never done it because it's very difficult to get through the system unless someone can guide you through it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, bureaucracy is everywhere. And to figure it out, let alone in another language, in another place, is quite a challenge. And you did it very quick. I mean, playing for 2 years and you're already an owner of a facility, you are a go-getter.
Well, yeah, or crazy, one or the other. I'm not sure, but call me what you want, here I am.
Yeah. So what part of the country is Pura Pickleball located?
We're in Jaco, Costa Rica. That's J-A-C-O, all the J's or H's. So it's right. Jaco, pronounced Jaco. It's about an hour and a half from the San Jose airport on the Pacific side. Okay. And what's great about Jaco is that, if I'm pointing one way, it's all ocean and all the stuff that comes with the ocean. And if I turn around, it's jungle and all the stuff that comes with the jungle. So everything from surfing to zip lining to, there's waterfalls everywhere around here. There's just tours galore, so if anybody's coming to visit, there's no shortage of things to do. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at least here in the U.S., for sure, people are always talking about Costa Rica and going down there. And I know there's a lot of pickleball vacation stuff starting to happen down there. So let's talk about your facility. You mentioned you have 4 courts. So what are some of the services and things you provide down there for people that want to come and play and want to come and visit, or are local as well?
Well, for our local crowd, I mean, we have the 4 courts, we have the restaurant, the bar, but we've developed quite a community. So we do a lot of events.
Okay.
Different parties. We do globe. We have the blue black lights, so we do globe parties.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Some stuff with the schools. We have different, disco night, whatever, all kinds of events, like just to keep the community going. But one thing we're really focused on is doing retreats. We've started to do retreats this year, and we're using all that Costa Rica offers. So we'll design a retreat that handles all your transportation, handles your hotels. We'll we'll give you the tours that you want. Oh, the way I like to do the tours, you tell me what you want to do. Because if you want to see monkeys or crocodiles, it doesn't matter to me. So you tell me, and we'll design it around you. Right? And because we have the restaurant and the bar, we can handle the hospitality part of it. So that's been going over very well. And of course, it's Costa Rica. I mean, the weather's beautiful.
Right.
The people are awesome. And when you have people, and I think the one thing that we can bring to it is I have a lot of locals that work for me and that organize this. So we bring both where I understand the North American side of mindset and what they're looking for. But at the same time, I have my local partners who bring that real Costa Rican experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have coaches as well.
We do. We've been working with Rich Lively, who is
Oh,
a
yeah.
CEO. And he's come down here and done a number of clinics, and he's trained our coaches to even be better than they were. One coach, Brennan, is on the Costa Rican national team. He's been for a couple of years, so he's an awesome young guy and does a great job.
Yeah.
We have another. I was joking this morning because I was giving a lesson to a real beginner. That's me. I coach I'm really explaining the rules and how to hit the ball. Then we have another level. Once you get past me, you're into that intermediate. We have those type of coaches. And then at the upper end, we have Minot or Rich when he's around to, take you to that next level.
Yeah. And I think actually, from the little bit of instruction I've done in my own life, I think the challenge of being a good teacher is teaching the beginners, because you have to have a whole lot of patience, and you're playing sometimes and coaching people that don't really have any racket experience and maybe even playing ball sport experience, or it's sports in general. So I think you actually have the most difficult job.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I get your point, and it is challenging and somewhat humorous at times. It's kind of fun because everybody wants to learn, and some people are. What did I hear on TV one time? Some people have talent, and some people are just enthusiastic.
Right.
But that's good. I went through that this morning, and it's amazing though. And that's the thing with pickleball, regardless of what your past experience in sports, most people can pick it up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
If a week or two of just hitting the ball around, and all of a sudden you're capable of playing. And one thing I've been, and a number of people at the club, is finding that balance between competitive play and casual play. And sometimes there's such a focus on duper and what's my duper rating and who can I play with. And you really got to find that balance, because one can diminish the other. And we don't want to hold those people back. But at the same time, we still want to be part of a community. We all want to have fun, and we all want to play together.
Yeah. And I think you hit it right on the head there. It is about community ultimately. And I think the exciting part that you get to see with some of the beginners is the enthusiasm, is the discovery of, oh, this is a game that is really sort of maybe in my wheelhouse. I can handle it because the ball obviously isn't going to fly over the fence. It's not like a tennis ball. And, when you see people make those first couple shots and they get that smile on their face, and then well, welcome to your new addiction.
Yeah, no, there are times when that ball still flies over the fence, even though we're indoor.
Sure.
And and we kind of chuckle and sometimes go, this is never gonna happen. And sure enough, though, a couple lessons later, and they're playing and they're having fun and they're getting exercise. I did with a girl this morning, and she was watching her calories, and she had like 400 calories with burnt off in the time we played. She was excited about that, and she did a great job. She learned a lot.
Yeah, and I think that's the part I enjoy the most, is when I introduce somebody to the game and they put that paddle in their hand and they hit that ball for the first time, and there's that sound sort of off the paddle and the ball, and they're like, whoa, it brings me back to the first couple times I played and the excitement of it and this discovery of something new that you can take on and still be any age and improve at. And I think that's really the benefit of the game that maybe gets overlooked is, a lot of us start this game later, like you and myself. And, other sports that we've played in the past, we're probably not going to get any better at. In fact, we're probably getting progressively worse. But this is still a game that we can improve upon because one, it's new to us, and two, it's manageable.
Oh, it absolutely is. Sometimes you get on the court with those 21-year-olds, so it's a bit of a challenge,
Then it's no longer manageable.
But I got to tell you, but going back to community, we have some great stories down here where, I think about Freddie. Freddie, is from North Carolina and, he lived on a farm there and his daughter's down here and he would come down and visit and do those sorts of things. And all of a sudden he starts to play pickleball and he gets involved in the community. And he starts to meet people. And all of a sudden, he's got 6 and 12 and 20 friends. He's going, what am I doing up on a farm in North Carolina? And frankly, he moved down here because that whole sense of community, that sense of belonging, plus you're getting exercise, you're being more active. So there's no downside to it.
No. And especially if there's a place like you have to play that's in the general area, if somebody moves there. You mentioned, obviously, Costa Rica is stunning and tons of stuff to do there. Everything from zip lining to seeing wildlife to hiking to water sports, you name it, it's there. And I think it's a place that a lot of people have explored, so it's got a great reputation, and people love to go to places that they've heard about and their friends have been to as well.
And it's interesting is that, because I think most people see, as like I said, we're doing retreats and see that the retreat season is between December and April. But I got to tell you, I love the other parts of the year here.
Yeah.
It's cooler. It may be wetter, but everything's blossoming and everything's green and all that sort of stuff. And one thing I have to tell when we organize retreat, because everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to play pickleball in the morning, it's going to be too hot in the afternoon. And you know what? It's the opposite of that. If you want to tour and you want to see wildlife, well, you better go in the morning because they're not hanging around in the afternoon. And let me tell you, it's as hot here at 8 in the morning as it is 3 in the afternoon. So there's not a real difference because we're on a covered court, right? So you're not getting that sun and hot is hot, and
Yeah. And part of it too is I think if you live there, it's one thing. You sort of figure out the cycles. If you're visiting, you're so excited to do all these different things that sometimes the weather takes a back seat and you just kind of endure whatever it happens. And I know that's what happened when I went to Nicaragua. I went during June and it was brutal, but that didn't stop us from doing all the things we wanted to do and enjoying the people and enjoying the countryside as well. So I think it's the same thing, obviously, in Costa Rica. What are you looking forward to in 2026 with Pura Pickleball?
Well, we're looking at really starting our retreat season. And stretching them across the year and letting a lot more people experience Pura Pickleball and Costa Rica. That's exciting. We're also kind of looking at some ideas around expansion and even broadening this past pickleball and more into wellness and try to, bring those two groups together, wellness and mindfulness with pickleball and exercise. And create like a campus that would achieve all those goals at the same time. But, that's all in the planning stage and we're dreaming about that and hopefully it'll all come together.
Yeah, that's very exciting stuff. And I can't think of a better game to be present in than pickleball because, as we all know, if you start to not focus for a little bit and start thinking about other things, the game goes down south quickly on you.
Yes, I know that because, you'd think because I own a club, I'd be out there playing every day, but unfortunately I have work to do. I don't get it to play as much as the members do.
That's right.
Everybody's sitting by me.
That's the price you pay, Rick.
That's the price.
For being the man.
Yeah.
Well, Rick Brennan, I appreciate your time. Pura Pickleball, obviously, you can check out the link in the description for the website. And, if you're looking together, get together a retreat or you want to go down there and play and get a clinic, check out their website. So much to do in the country, so much to do at his facility. And I appreciate your time, Rick.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Hope you enjoyed our chat with Rick. Great guy. go check out the website and the facility and get down there yourself. I mean, take a trip. Costa Rica, beautiful country, beautiful people, and amazing, amazing facility there that Rick is running. I've spoken to people who have been there, and they dig it. All right, folks, you know what to do at the end of the day. Hey, let's pickle.